Neckar's surface here. Dig them out. Neckar's surface here. Dig their way out.
Wonderful.
Happiness will come today.
Got a minute?
For you, my friend,
Gotta tell me.
you'll never believe this. I inherited it.
You're right.
Alonzo ruled the local underworld with an iron fist. This...
See you, Dandelion. Greetings, Ibeer. Listen. So long. Greetings, Ibeer. What do you have? So...
Telling you for the last time.
Bailiffs.
Go away.
Best not call
What are
you
you
out.
We took children, how am I?
It's him you should burn! He killed...
It's all right.
Must have broken many a heart, eh, Dandy?
Think he's punishable. Dead.
Geralt, good of you.
Take care.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift,
but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Sweet prophet.
Come on, Roach. Go, go. Ah! And what do you get for that work? And what do you get for all that work? Oh, dear fellow, with a fishhook like that, you must have your normal.
Could replace them with some...
Replace crayfish with fish? I beg you. What next? Vinegar for wine? Parsley for thyme? Huh? You're not...
Show me what you got. Not likely to taste...
Oh, dear fellow, with a fishhook like that, you must have your pick of the ladies.
message on the back, signed by a certain Count Monnier.
A witcher? Oh, dear fellow, with a fish hook like that, you must have...
They say the diamond at the port has such extraordinary utility.
Couple clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Ow! No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look
Hobnailed
around.
boots,
Make sure they
multiple
didn't miss
sets of
anything.
prints.
Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Got guests. Careful.
Charlotte's boots! You all! For my name is not Milton de Berenberry!
Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking. Junk that came down the river.
We must keep searching.
Footprints. See them? The rut made by the hull of a boat. Left recently, I'd say. Nets were attached here. Guardsmen snipped these nets to untangle the body, which must have been quartered or chopped up somehow, given how much blood there is. Body parts were put on a boat, taken somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet, of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time. Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta,
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomrin's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint. By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac-Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac-Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac-Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have to find that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort. Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the palace gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
I shall be off once I finish my pate.
What's in the works today? Swilling wine, rolling in the hay?
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Giddy up.
Sounds like a fight. Have to hurry. Damn it. Killer must still be here. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. In the cellar, gotta be. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs, broke his neck. You. Saw you at the inn. Why'd you kill these people? Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are right. I cannot let you leave.
thinks. Waterlogged, both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time, head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? Lots of questions, no answers so far.
A professional. I like to trade.
What have you got? Care for a quick round?
Ah, me. There was a time the knights would simply drive off that sort of rattle in a snap.
set of shoes. Armor.
Let's see. So long. Let's see. No, you're busy, but...
Thank you.